Worlds game. So I was just interrupted in my little audio speech by Exism. He demanded me to make more videos on this game, which was I was about to do that. So he looks innocent, but he wants to kill me. This is too much. All right, so. I'm just gonna spawn in. Can I spawn? Oh, I can't spawn in. Okay. So, welcome to version 3.87. And as you may have noticed, the menu is very much different from the previous version. They had actually added more thumbnails this time. They added it to the little homepage and stuff. So, you see 4 teams now. So, I'm gonna break all this down to you and explain to you what the heck is going on as of now. So clearly the menu has changed and there are a new set of rules now. So I'm just gonna explain this before I even start talking. So, which I'm talking right now. First off, no spawn camping. You gotta acknowledge that. Don't just basically sit there and spawn camp and then just start killing people or whatever. So don't do that. You're gonna either get reset or possibly kicked from the game. No team killing. That's bad. You're killing your own teammates. Not good. No exploiting. You fools. You imbeciles. You should not exploit. If you exploit, you will find yourself banned. Don't say I didn't warn you. No using glitches to an advantage. Such as Rule 7. No ramming into tripods. With the helicopters or the jets as well. So I'm going to just get to that in a bit. So yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. No farming XP in private servers. He disabled the private server options, so we can't really do that, but it's a rule. No killing civilians. I don't know whether that applies to the tripods, the Martians, I'm not really sure. No ramming the tripods with the helicopters. It ruins the experience for the pods, you fools. No targeting specific people. If you target a specific person, and they complain about you, you will get in trouble. Don't target specific people because it just ruins their experience. Okay. Since I can't really join the Martian team right now, I might as well play as a civilian so I don't get killed. Yes, there I am. Oh! And there's a bunch of tripods and there's one spawn camping. He's killing you, fool. You just broke a rule in front of me. Yeah, he's spawn killing. This tripod is spawn killing you, you fool. I don't like you at all. Okay, so since I cannot really become a tripod as of now, I'm going to break down the things that are, you know, I'm going to break down a few things that are going on within the game. So I had to mute the audio because it was so loud. So they're the big monstrosities. So to begin the showcase for a follow-up on the game, they had actually made the map a little more accurate. I don't know where the trees went, so they actually removed the trees for a little better gameplay, but they'll add them back. I'm certain they will. So they actually added a few more houses here. One over here, one by the lake, one over there. That big mansion. No, it's not big, that's small. And there are a few other things that they have actually added. So I had to constantly make audio recordings and videos, but they kept updating the game and they shut it down on me. But now I had to pay 100 Robux so I can literally do a showcase and follow up. So they had actually changed the path's color from brown to gray, and those paths now direct you to whatever location there is. So they can direct you to the little housing suburbs here. They can direct you to the lake, to the bases. There's actually 3 bases now. But the other 2 actually remain where they are. It's just that there's another base added, which so happens to be an airbase. And with the airbase, they had actually added a jet for this team. So I'm gonna break that down to you in a bit. So regarding the military team, they had actually added new military vehicles for the military to use, in which being you can shoot missiles and bullets from your own vehicle. What I mean is that they had added tanks, they added these little MG vehicles. I don't know if it's that I don't. So, but they actually added them for the military team so they can take out these big tripods. and which is pretty cool, but sometimes a little annoying at the same time, because whenever you get shot, it kind of blinds you for a second as a Martian, because whenever you get shot by a missile or a gunshot, you get blinded for like a millisecond. But with those things, like shooting like a minigun, you get blinded for like 10 hours. Not literally, for like 10 seconds or so. Man, they're actually a little faster than the tripods can actually walk, so they just accelerate and just out of there. No, he died. They're actually a little faster, but there are a little downside to the game, which I hopefully hope that Xism or any other developer will acknowledge in this video to make the game better, so its reputation will like literally blow up in a good way. So I'm also gonna break down what's going on with the Martian team as well, because they had actually added 3 options for the Martian team. One is the destroyer, a harvester, and a warrior. So I'm gonna explain to you what those are. So the destroyer right now, it's this. These are the destroyers. So they're the ones who have the heat rays but do not have the tentacles this time. They actually divided the tripods from harvesting and the heat rays from one to its own. And what I mean by that, if you choose the destroyer, they basically are equipped with only heat rays, nothing else. And you can still shoot the heat rays, they're just normal, nothing's really changed except for like, you know, a divided feature between the harvester and the destroyer. So that's basically it for the destroyer. But with the harvester, you actually have cages now in the head of the tripod, back there, right there. You look ugly, by the way. But with the harvesters, you have cages in the back. You actually have 2 cages, as the other tripods would have in the War of the Worlds movie, and equipped with little lights in the back as well to make it look more cooler. Well, basically that's, if you press 7 on the harvester, it will crouch down and then start harvesting those long tentacle things that will just grab onto the ground. And another feature is that you can press Q and E to activate 2 tentacles. You can press Q for 1 tentacle or E for 1 tentacle. They're basically the same, and you can control them by your cursor, so it's pretty cool. So they can actually pick up people, and once you're picked up, or once you pick up someone, oh god, the tentacles will take the players into the harvester's cage, into different cages. Depends if you use Q and E. Q for the left tentacle, E for the right tentacle, and if you use Q, it will take it to the left. Oh my god. It'll take you to the left cage, and if you press E and you capture someone, it will take them to the right cage, from what I know. Like, that's my predictions. So those are the features that you get to have as the harvester, and you're gonna see a little weird like lights flickering among the tripod. So as I was saying, hi Mr. Gas. So basically that concludes with the harvester, but once you deactivate them by letting go Q or E or both, the tentacles will go invisible and just like place itself back into its original location, and then the lights will just still be there. I don't know what they're gonna do about that, but that's okay. Don't worry about that, you're still gonna grab people. Another additional thing with the harvester, they'll actually keep the people who are trapped in there for a little while before they die. And with the military vehicles, this is what I mean. This is what I mean. And I think there's a tank you can spawn. Okay, no, this is what I mean. They had added more additional military vehicles such as this, so you can shoot at the tripods with this, but right now I don't want to because I am trapped. So now I'm gonna break this down with the jets to the Aristocrat team. I don't like pronouncing it. Tease me, bully me if you want, but I'm having trouble pronouncing that. I'm just gonna call it Krat for the Krat team. So you may have been seeing this Krat team just sitting there and just chillaxing, nothing much better else to do other than seeing visors actually joining the team. And as you may have expected, if you were in the Discord, you will notice that you can actually unlock the team now. You need at least 400,000 XP to actually unlock the team. So with this, you're equipped with like so much more guns, like tools, more than the military team from what I've heard. And once you're on this team, you are allowed to use the jets. And with the jets, I'm gonna break that down as a problem. There's actually an airbase now that you can fly the jets off or land them and such. I think it's rarely for landing, but taking off mostly. The downside with the game is that the jets can also be accessed by the military. Struggling to try and shoot them down because I don't know, you don't have that further range of your heat rays as much, but the Uber pods kind of do, so which is why I want to suggest in this video to increase the heat rays ranges, unless that's not even necessary. But that's what they want, that's what the developers decide. Let them have at it, don't take it out on me, don't literally lash out on them. That's how they want the game to be the game. And we have another one. Okay. Oh boy. Here we go. We have to run, my boys. He died. My poor boy. But yes, they actually made the map a little more accurate, and hopefully that they will make the map more accurate soon in the future. And right now there are no trees because they want to make the game a little more playable, like less lag and such, but they're gonna bring him back soon. Let's see if I can play as a Martian this time. Alright, now I can. Ooh, okay, so I did not... They had actually updated the base for the Martians, so that's really cool. So you don't fall out this time. So now you have three options here. The Destroyer, Harvester, and the Warrior. So the Warrior is the Uber pod, the Harvester is the tripod that can only harvest, no heat rays, and the Destroyer is a tripod with the heat rays. So let's play as a Harvester. So at first hand, you're gonna have some troubles scrolling out like you usually would in the other versions. So what you want to do is that you press C again, and it'll reset your free camera mode. And this is the airbase that I was talking about, that the jets come in and out from. I mean by the dashes is that you can just get rid of the menus, just like that. But then it also removes your shield, and it says disable shield with the number 2. And yet when I do that, remove the menu, my shield is gone. So they'll have to kind of figure that out a bit. And this is the back of the tripod in its head, in that there are cages there and there's the little lights. So small details make a big difference. And so, as I mentioned with the Harvester, the little lights here that are flickering, it's actually just the tentacles. So there are lights on the tentacles. You see it right there. There you go. Weirdo tripods. So yes, you can actually control it with your cursor, but it won't react too fast. It's just gonna delay. But you can still grab people with it. And once you grab them, it's just gonna put them in the cage for a little while, and they're eventually gonna die. And a fellow Uberpod has collapsed. So as you can tell, that thing is moving faster than the tripods themselves, and this comes a jet. Okay. I don't know if that's really... Okay, that's not a jet, that's just a plane. But I don't know if that belongs to the military team. But I would suppose it would. And yes, there goes the little wiggity wag thing. There it goes. And as it says here, you can grab them with E and Q to grab people. And as you can see, this thing is already... It already killed a tripod. Oh, come on. And so here is the base where it remains. Here's the lake, which they added a little house there. There's this old classic tripod that is just sitting there in the lake. So don't get confused if there's an admin here who played as one. No, it just lays there now. So it's a little Easter egg, I suppose. There's that house. There's the 3 other houses. Right there and there and there. And the paths, I can barely see it because the map is not fully loaded in yet, but that's alright. And so there are the helicopters. You can spawn in the jets, I think, over here. And now we're in for a demonstration, so hopefully I don't die. Over here, buddy. There you go. So, oh, he dies immediately. Okay, never mind. So they had actually just changed the game from what I previously known, and there goes a jet. Hopefully, okay, no one's in that team. So someone is using the jet without permission or not on the CRAT team. So yeah, that's what I mean. Oh my goodness. There it goes. Okay, so I don't know how he died almost immediately, but that's kind of weird. And why is my tripod tilt? Oh boy. So yeah, this is a weird little glitch. Oh. Okay, well I just disappeared. Okay. I'm gonna go back to the menu. Oh god. And you can't even reset either, but that's for a good reason. But overall, there are a few things I might have missed and such, but I'm gonna suggest what I would want in the game. So my suggestions are to have the tripods just a little bigger because they kind of seem a little small. More details to the tripod as well, such as the other tripod game. But I'm not saying this game is bad with the tripods that, you know, that don't have that much features like the window lights or the like new sound effects like footsteps, you know, those big tripod feet that just stomp on the ground. Have a little sound effect, make it cool. Update the model of the tripod, I suppose, make it a little more cooler. And basically that's it from what I want for the tripods. And I already know that the window lights will be coming soon. I just squashed the mosquito on my freaking screen. There is not, my good sir. I don't know. I'm not sure. But the game is overall pretty much good. But if you're interested in the game as well with the War of the Worlds, the tripod thing, this is the game for you. And I guarantee we'll have some awesome updates, sneak peeks, and more coming soon to the game if you join the Discord. There's the base. It's right up there. And I wonder how you become a visor too. I'm not sure how to do that, but there's one visor here. There's Mr. X. I want to be a visor.